Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt like you didn't belong? Within seconds, your brain starts asking questions. Where should I stand? Do I look awkward? What if nobody talks to me? The strange part is, the people who seem like they belong everywhere aren't necessarily more confident. They're simply following a different mental rule. And once you understand what it is, you'll never walk into a room the same way again. Here's a simple experiment. Picture two people entering the exact same room. The first person quietly thinks, I hope they like me. The second person thinks, I wonder who I might like. Nothing outside has changed. Same room, same people, same conversation. Only one thought is different. Yet one person instantly relaxes, while the other becomes trapped inside their own head. Why? Because your brain goes wherever your attention goes. If your attention is on yourself, every little movement feels important. Your posture, your voice, your hands, your mistakes. But the moment your attention shifts outward, your anxiety has much less room to grow. This is why the most socially comfortable people don't spend the first few minutes trying to impress everyone. They're simply observing, listening, becoming curious. Instead of asking, how am I doing? They ask, who's interesting here? That tiny shift changes everything, because curiosity leaves very little space for self-consciousness. There's another mistake almost everyone makes. They assume everyone else already belongs. Look around any networking event, office meeting, or party. You'll probably see people smiling, talking, laughing. It looks effortless. But appearances can be misleading. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. We naturally believe everyone is paying close attention to us. In reality, most people are thinking about themselves. They're wondering if they sound awkward, if they're standing alone too long, if people like them. The same thoughts you're having. Once you realize that, the room becomes much less intimidating. Now, here's something even more interesting. Belonging usually doesn't happen because someone accepts you first. It happens because you behave as though you already belong. Not arrogantly, not loudly, simply comfortably. You don't wait for permission to smile. You don't wait for permission to say hello. You don't wait until you feel perfectly confident, because confidence rarely comes before action. It usually comes after. Think about the last time you visited a place for the second or third or 10th time. You probably walked in differently. Not because the room had changed, because your brain had stopped treating it as unfamiliar. Familiarity creates comfort. The fastest way to create familiarity isn't by waiting. It's by participating. One conversation, one question, one smile, one introduction. That's often all it takes for your brain to stop seeing the room as foreign. So the next time you walk into a room, don't ask, do I belong here? Ask something much more useful. Who can I learn from? Who looks interesting? Who might appreciate someone saying hello? Because belonging isn't something people hand to you. It's something your brain gradually creates. The moment you stop trying to prove yourself and start becoming genuinely curious about everyone else. Ironically, the people who seem most comfortable in every room aren't the ones trying hardest to fit in. They're simply too interested in the people around them to spend all their energy worrying about themselves. And that's what makes everyone else feel comfortable around them. Sometimes, the fastest way to belong is to stop asking whether you do.